Welcome to College Sport Check Basketball for this Monday, November 28th. Scores and schedules, but first the College Sport Check Basketball scoreboards from Sunday, and starting with Iona defeating Nevada 75-73, Quinnipiac defeating Indiana State 80-77, and Monmouth defeats Holy Cross 80-77. East Tennessee State defeating UC Irvine 72-66. Georgetown over Howard 85-72. Gonzaga defeats Iowa State 78-71. Colorado State defeats Alcorn State 80-58. Wisconsin, number 16, Wisconsin over Prairie View A&M 95-50. Delaware over Bryanthorn. I think I pronounced that wrong. 84-51. I'm not gonna. Yeah, Bryanthorn, I think is the name of the school. I never heard of this one before. I'll be honest with you. Dayton, good game yesterday. Dayton defeating New Mexico 64-57. New Hampshire over Winthrop 65-50. Colorado over Wofford 75-60. Nebraska defeating Kent State 73-70. North Texas over Hartford 81-78. South Dakota defeats Montana 72-67. Duquesne over Cleveland 78-71. North Dakota over Cal State Bakersfield 57-55. College Sport Check Basketball scoreboard: Arkansas State defeating Lehigh 97-89. Valparaiso defeating Ball State 79-73. Denver over Sacramento 72-61. South Dakota State defeats Milwaukee 81-58. UNC Wilmington defeating Toledo 102-77. Illinois over Ferris State 81-67. LaSalle defeats Drexel 89-78. College of Charleston defeats South Carolina Upstate 72-60. Number 3 Indiana over Mississippi Valley State 85-52. Virginia Tech defeats Nebraska 66-53. Missouri over North Dakota State 64-50. Florida over Miami 65-56. Northern Florida defeats Wright State 67-75. St. Mary's, number 15, St. Mary's defeats Alabama Birmingham 76-63. Abilene Christian over Howard Payne 71-55. Louisiana Lafayette over Texas Southern 84-73. Louisiana Tech over Maryland Eastern Shore 74-53. Portland State defeats Pepperdine 91-85. San Jose State over Washington State 88-76. Middle Tennessee defeats Evansville 66-55. Siena over Albany 81-72. Florida International over Binghamton 74-57. Stanford defeats Seton Hall 66-52. And Samford, Nichols defeats Samford 106-103. Yes, Nichols over Samford 106-103 in quadruple overtime. And then California defeats Southeast Louisiana 67-55. Number 14, UCLA defeats Texas A&M 74-67. Eastern Washington over San Francisco 96-90. USC defeating UC Santa Barbara 96-72. And finally, Portland over Cal State Northridge 96-78. All right, taking a look at today's schedule for Monday, as we always do. 5 games set up for 7 o'clock tonight. Kentucky, Arizona State, ESPN2 from the Imperial Arena in Nassau, Bahamas. Also, 7 o'clock, Northwestern State and Mississippi State on the SEC Network. Minnesota and Florida, Kennesaw State, South Florida. Minnesota, Florida State, ESPNU, Kennesaw State, South Florida, ESPN3, Presbyterian College and Citadel on ESPN3 as well. And those are the 7 o'clock games. At 8 o'clock, 3 games at 8 o'clock, Mount St. Mary's taking on Arkansas, North Carolina State and Missouri. Those 2 games, SEC Network. And then also Tulsa and Oral Roberts on ESPN3. Then for 9 o'clock, it's going to be Wake Forest taking on Northwestern University, ESPNU. And then Butler and Utah, that's going to be on the Pac-12 Network. And one late night game, 11 o'clock tonight, Boise State and Oregon. And that's going to be on the Pac-12 Network. On rundown for Tuesday, North Dakota State takes on Xavier, Delaware State and St. John's, Charleston Southern and Alabama, Pittsburgh takes on Maryland, Georgia Tech and Penn State, Hampton and East Carolina, North Carolina A&T and North Carolina Greensboro, Indiana University and Ball State. Actually, it's Indiana University Kokomo taking on Ball State tomorrow. Also, William and Mary, Central Michigan, Ave Maria, Florida Gulf Coast. And then we got 8 at 8. It's South Carolina Upstate taking on Auburn, Tennessee State and Vanderbilt, Texas, Arlington, and Texas, Long Beach State, Kansas, Tulane, New Orleans, Murray State, Southern Illinois, Rhode Island, Valparaiso, Southern Nazarene, and Wichita State, Buffalo and Creighton, Houston, LSU, NC State, Illinois, Iowa, Notre Dame, Michigan State, and Duke. And I think that's it for Tuesday. So, a big giant list. Tuesday's usually pretty beefy with the basketball schedules anyway. All right. That's going to do it for it today. Yeah, I'd like to say thank you for tuning in. We're here 7 days a week, middays. So, about 12:25, you check out Community Radio, li.com. You click the College Sport Check page, and we'll have this show ready for you middays, 7 days a week. And that's how we're doing it. So, thank you very much for tuning in. And this is Manny Allegretta from Long Island, New York, and this is College Sport Check Basketball. Have a good one.